funny because they're like Xiaohu and Ming are like the mom and dad.
Yeah.
RNG they're described as, so
Yeah.
it does feel like it's the two of them now trying to like sort out the child in the corner.
That's great. Yeah. That works for me here on this one. But yeah, I do want to see more out of RNG. Again, I still. Yeah, they had their upset loss. I mean, maybe Mad Lions really does step up, of course. That's certainly a possibility. Based on what I've seen, though, I do favor RNG in this game. They have looked sharper overall. I mean, expectation is number 4 LPL is better than number 4 LEC. Like, that's how the leagues go. And, you know, obviously, the number 4 LCS. You know, it's not a surprise either. But it's best of one thing can happen. Mad Lions could step up. That would be exciting as well.
And I think the biggest thing was that it kind of felt like Mad Lions were their own worst enemies. Like, they were consistently like, they'd get early wins, and then they just, like, overextend looking for a pick, or they go a bit too far to the jungle, or they try and take a fight that was just not in their favor, but hard force it. And I think that that's where, if they can kind of pull that back a little bit, I actually think Mad Lions could do pretty well. But if you do end up overextending at all against RNG, they just have no mercy. Like, they have been one of the best teams at finding opportunities to come back into games. And I mean, we saw it like against LNG, where they're able to, in their game 5, bring it back, push themselves in towards the World Championship. And especially when you're playing against someone like Xiao, who kind of plays this mastermind puppeteer, you cannot give them an inch for them to find that moment to get back in.
No, absolutely not. Domestically, both these teams actually have been very good in the early game. We look at Niski. I mean, I feel like his attitude has been like, he's really good at making his junglers get MVP. Like, he's so good at building for his team. He's a really big roaming player. I was talking with Emily earlier today, and she's like, yeah, Niski is a player who came to me as like, hey, where can I find Doinby Pro View? Like, please tell me where I can get like a better look at how to play like Doinby. And what she has said is like, he's the only, like, she says Niski's the only player that she sees that is like, that is like most approach that style. I'm paraphrasing at a certain point here, but like that he sort of seems to most understand what you really can and cannot do in the fully selfless go roam style. And a lot of that entails, my understanding, is making sure your jungler is like, yep, he's finished wolves and now can soak my Wind Wave. And now has more XP and gold than the opposing jungler, so when they fight for bottom scuttle,